Hi everyone, I'm Katja, also known as Kat, and I have an exciting announcement for the Reading the Globe project. As many of you know, every month we read a translated work of fiction, alternating between contemporary, classic, and young adult literature. Well, for our contemporary strand, this August we have something a little special planned. This year I'll be co-hosting a month-long Women in Translation focused reading challenge. Now, Women in Translation, often shortened to WIT, is a global movement that celebrates books written by women in languages other than English, and it began in 2013 when translator Alison Anderson and blogger Maitel Redzinski independently highlighted how few translated books by women were reaching English-speaking readers. And since then, readers, translators, academics, publishers, and booksellers have worked together to raise awareness of this imbalance, champion outstanding women writers from around the world, and encourage greater diversity in translated literature. My Reading the Globe co-host for the contemporary strand, Ros from Scallydandling about the books, and Angelia from Read and Reread, who's been a fantastic supporter and has co-hosted a lot of our live shows. Well, we three would love for you to join us. Rather than choosing a group read ourselves, we've put together a shortlist of 4 wonderful Women in Translation titles, and we'll be inviting you to help decide our August read by voting in the poll linked below. Now, the shortlist is The Door by Magda Szabó, I hope I've said that right, Stolen by Ann-Helén Laestadius, again, we'll see if the pronunciations hold. There's No Turning Back by Alba de Céspedes, and The Cocoon by Zhang, Yueran. All 4 books are available in English translation and were selected with accessibility and availability in mind. So readers in different countries should hopefully be able to find copies through libraries, bookshops, ebooks, or secondhand sellers. We've purposefully not gone for the latest releases. Alongside the group read, we'll also share optional Women in Translation prompts throughout August. Anyone who would like to explore beyond the selected title. Our prompts are a woman author from a continent other than your own, a translated genre novel, mystery, fantasy, science fiction, horror, anything. A translated work that isn't a novel, so think memoir, essays, poetry, drama, all of that. And then a backlisted translated work, so something going way back, you can go into the classics. We'll also be talking more about our own plans closer to August and sharing recommendations for books that fit those prompts. And if you're part of the Reading the Globe Discord, you'll also find even more suggestions there. Our members are a treasure trove of recommendations for international fiction, from internationally acclaimed authors to lesser-known gems. The poll is going to be open for 2 weeks, so please vote using the link below, and after 2 weeks we'll announce which ones won. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Every year that I've participated in Women in Translation Month, I've discovered new authors, new perspectives, and books I might never otherwise have picked up. I found some really quirky Japanese ones, some really dramatic Korean ones. I've read a lot of Asian fiction, and we were talking about how tricky it is for us to find African fiction in translation because a lot of African writers write in English. But I hope that with the prompts, we actually find a greater variety as well, so that we don't stick too much in particular continents. And before I go, a quick reminder that tomorrow I'll be joining Ros and Berna for a live show over on Ros's channel at 7 p.m. British Summertime, where we'll be discussing our May contemporary read for Reading the Globe. It was Leyla's House by Zolfo Levinelli, translated by Brendan Freely and Yelda Turedi. Set in Istanbul, the novel explores memory, belonging, displacement, and the impact of social change on both individuals and communities. Through the story of Leyla, an elderly woman forced from the home she has known all her life, Levinelli examines what happens when tradition collides with rapid urbanization and shifting cultural values. At the same time, the novel celebrates friendship, resilience, and the unexpected connections that can form between people from very different backgrounds. And I have Berna to thank for this book. Well, Ros and I have Berna to thank for the book. Well, anyone who read the book for Reading the Globe has Berna to thank because of her Turkish shelf project. So we'll talk about that in the live show. The book is atmospheric, gives us so much to discuss. We definitely did on the Discord, and we will on the live show. So if you'd like to join us simply because you're interested in the conversation or you've read the book, we'd love to see you on the live. You'll find links below to the poll, Ros's live show, and the Reading the Globe Discord server. So thank you so much for watching this announcement. Happy reading, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.